What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the video. Today I've been body working on the doors, trying to get those ready for primer. They're ready for primer now. Went ahead, same thing as the back of the car, the roof and the quarters. We went ahead and we blocked out the original, or blocked out the silver paint that was on here, fixed some of our dents, fixed some really bad spots on the doors. I'll show you guys. And now we're just going to prime it, see what we got, and then we'll block it after that. So turn this camera around and let you guys see what I'm working with. So this is the passenger side door. This area from about here back was super wavy, especially on the top here. I usually don't like to skim coat anything. However, I kind of had to do a skim coat from here back. You can kind of see this looks like a mess, but it does feel and look pretty smooth from an angle, and when you rub your hand on it, it feels pretty decent. So we'll see what we have once we get there, once we get it primered. But there's a lot of bare metal on this door. We are going to etch prime all these bare metal spots. The people who painted the car the last time did not do that, and it was all surface rusty once I took this door molding off, if you guys remember that. I went ahead and sanded all that down, got all the surface rust off. We're going to go ahead and etch prime it. That will also, the stuff that I have will also neutralize anything that has started rust wise. So that'll be good. There's a couple little other dings on this door. Like I said, this door was really bad. I actually contemplated replacing the door, just with one that was in a little bit better shape. But this project is about saving money and kind of using what we already have to make work. So we're just going to try to make it as nice as we can make it with what we have. So that's what we're working with. This door was honestly in a lot better condition. Overall, this door is not bad. It did have this was body worked before over in here, but then there was a really bad low spot as well over here. So what I did was I just went ahead and just did a light skim coat right there as well. Let's see what else on this one. Nothing too major, just a couple little door dings here and there, a couple little ones in the middle there. Nothing too crazy on these doors, guys. Like I said, we're going to etch prime them, and then once the etch prime flashes off, we're going to roll straight into high build 2K primer. We're probably going to put 2 to 3 really heavy coats on these doors. That way we can block them out and get them as straight as we can get them. And after that, we'll do our final prime on them, and then they'll be ready for paint. So I'll pick the camera back up once I get some primer on these things. All right, y'all. We went ahead and put 3 coats of primer on this thing. 2 really heavy coats, and then on the last coat I reduced it 10% just to let it lay out a little bit smoother. That way when I go to sand it, it's a little bit easier on the sandpaper, a little bit easier on me. So the doors look pretty straight overall. There's definitely a couple little things we'll have to work on, but overall I think they'll straighten out pretty good. But I'll turn the camera around and show you guys what it looks like. All right. So this door turned out really nice. You guys remember we did a lot of fixing in this area. It looks pretty good. Kind of, I know it's hard to tell on in primer how something looks. You really got to start sanding on it, but when it was wet I went ahead and looked down the side of it and it looked pretty decent. So should block out. Here's the other door. We ran into a little problem right here. Still learning how this primer likes to go down. What it is we had like a burn through area right here, and I kind of put it on a little bit heavy right here, and it just started running really bad in this area. This will all sand out. I mean, it's primer, so not a big deal, but One thing, if you guys are going to try to use this Zenith 2K high build primer, it's about $80 a gallon, $100 a gallon around there. If you guys have like a burn through, what I recommend doing, and after this happened, what I did is kind of put like a real light kind of layer. That way it kind of like tacks up and gives it something to bite onto. And then I went back over it with it heavy on everything else. So this is the only area that I had that problem with. But luckily it's bottom of the door and it's also primer, so we can sand it off. That's what we're going to do. We're going to block sand this thing and try to get it as straight as we can. And reprime them, hopefully for the final time, and then paint after. Today we're going to try to get the outside of the doors painted. Yesterday, the last video, might be in this video, I don't know, I got to see where everything lines up, but we got the back side of the doors painted, and then we went ahead, we flipped them over, we blocked them out with 400, and then we wet sanded them with 600. They seem to look pretty good, so we went ahead, we masked them up, and we're getting them, they're ready to paint. I'll show them to you guys and go from there. Alright, so not much to look at. I mean, they're I guess just doors with some primer on them. Let's see if I can, it's kind of hard to tell, but they're pretty slick. They're pretty straight. Might have a little bit of waviness in them, but overall they're really good. I'm pretty picky when it comes to a lot of things, so yeah, like I said, guys, they're all wiped down, all cleaned. It's kind of windy today here, so hopefully I don't get a ton of trash on these things. But I guess we'll find out. Here, my fan's going crazy over there. But yeah, let's see what they look like. Alright, guys, we went ahead, got the base coat load down. We went ahead and put 3 coats of base down. Seemed to cover really well, but I put 3 coats on the back half of the car, so I just wanted to make sure put the same amount of coats on the back, that way everything has the best possibility of matching. Now the paint and everything came out of the same can, so it should match good, but you never know, there's always variables. So as far as the bodywork and everything though, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with everything. For this car, for what it is, for what I started with, I think it looks really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix up the clear coat, try to get some clear put on these doors. So hopefully they turn out good. I'll catch up with you guys once I'm done with that. All right, y'all, they're painted. Ready to see them? Wobbly. There they are. Let me know what you guys think. I think they turned out really good. I put 3 coats of clear on them. Everything laid out nice. See my reflection there? Reflection off the lights. So they are a little tacky, soft still. I like to pull the masking at this point. That way you don't have a real bad hard edge. Same thing with that. If you don't pull it right away, you risk actually peeling the paint back. You don't want to do that. Like I said, they look pretty slick. Especially for the doors that I started with. So now keep in mind, these were blocked. I blocked the original paint that was on there, fixed dents, low spots, stuff like that, and then primered them, and then I blocked them, and then I primered them again, and then we did a final block with 400, and then we wet sanded them with 600 before we painted them. Same treatment as the back half of the car. Like I said, there's a little bit of trash here and there, but nothing that can't be buffed out. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think. I really think this project is coming along pretty good so far. We're going to try to get the fenders painted next, and then we'll just go from there, one step at a time. It's the way to do it. So I appreciate you guys watching, and have a good day.